So I don't know if I use it the same way everybody does, but I pretty much just use it like they. Um, so I just use it like instead of saying they go for a walk, Z goes for a walk. Instead of saying I need to go talk to them, I need to go talk to them. And instead of saying that's theirs. And then but zer also works like if you wanted to use it more like her. So if you wanted to use it like I need to go talk to zer instead of I need to go talk to them or her or him, that kind of thing. So it is a bit of a wonky one. But yeah, that's, like I said, that's how I use it. I don't care if that's how people use it around me or for me, but I write a lot, so when I write, that's how I use it.
What in heaven's name are you talking about?
So once again, we see one of these pronoun people mess up their own neopronouns. Now, I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but about halfway through that first clip, that young lady had to put a correction on the screen because she mispronounced her Z, zipper, zit pronouns. So if they can't get them right, how do they expect us to? Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So I have a fairly quick and very crazy clown world update for you guys today, and as usual, we just don't have any time to waste, so let's get into it. Now, if you place your attention on the screen for a moment. Now, I'm not quite for sure exactly who this fella is or what he identifies as, or what that shit is on his face.
You're fucking weird.
All right, we're going to keep it moving with this young lady who says that attacking DEI, or diversity, equity, and inclusion, which we do here on the channel quite often, is racist. Okay, roll it.
I'm gonna say the quiet part out loud. This attack on DEI is blatantly racist. Diversity, equity, and inclusion, to its core, is essential to the American way of life, especially in the year of 2025. I can't believe we've gotten to a place where DEI is a dirty word and diversity, equity, inclusion is being banned left and right. And if you're silent about this, trust me when I say the silence is loud.
What the hell did you just say?
This attack on DEI is blatantly racist.
Well, I guess I'm racist.
Now, this next clip is a perfect example of what feminism and liberalism has done to the modern day woman. Not any of you ladies watching this video, you're all perfect, but the ones that are easily swayed, roll it.
I am happily every MAGA man's worst nightmare. Like, keep those cowboy hats and those little boots away from me, baby boy. I don't want to be a part of it. Like, I'm divorced, I'm liberal, I don't go to church, I don't cook. I'm a nurse who believes in vaccination and modern medicine. Like, you don't... Like, keep that yeehaw away from me.
Come again.
Like... I'm divorced.
Obviously.
Now, we see plenty of these white liberal women spewing nonsense in these videos, so let's take a look at a couple of white liberal men, starting with this bald fella. Now, he is responding to a comment someone left on his previous TikTok. The comment says, "Please don't start attacking Trump supporters. I am a Trump supporter and I agree a lot with what you are saying." His response? Roll it.
Then I would like to be very clear about something. You are not safe here. This is not a safe place for you. You have chosen to throw your hat in the ring with the most morally reprehensible among us. You have told everyone around you that all of the horrible, disgusting things that make up the worst parts of that political movement, you are okay with, provided that it means certain concessions are made to you and your whiteness. I don't want anyone to, like, again, this is not a safe place for you. I think the choices that you've made in terms of what you believe are right make you a bad human being. You cannot be a good person and pro-Trump. You literally cannot. Okay, like, let's be extremely clear about that. Everything that you have decided that you are as a human being is reprehensible because you have chosen to be that person.
What did you say?
You are not safe here. This is not a safe place for you.
Are you threatening me?
Now, if you think what that last fella had to say was kind of sad and pathetic, wait till you hear what Grizzly Adams here says. Roll it.
No safe white men on social media. Every single one of us, and I'm saying us because obviously I'm one of them, have a predisposition to white privilege, patriarchal authority. Any white man that says that they are a safe place to be is not. That is not a status that we get to place on ourselves. We don't get to make that determination. And we don't get to make that determination because of all of the demographics in society. The only one that has never faced systemic oppression is white men. It is something that white men have to fight every single day, not knowing what's best. There have been numerous examples on TikTok alone of white men going into black spaces and saying, this is what you need to do to free yourself from systemic oppression. There have been numerous examples on TikTok alone of white men going into women's spaces saying, this is what you need to do to achieve equality. And if you're a white man in my comments right now being like, but I was poor, I struggled, shut the f up. You know that's not what I'm talking about.
I don't know what the f you're talking about.
And next up, we have the first ever transgender Congressman Sarah McBride, formerly known as Tim, talking about the absurdities of a Republican-controlled House of Representatives. Really? Really? Roll it.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. You're probably wondering why you're in my Washington, D.C. office refrigerator. Well, let me tell you. The absurdity never ends in a Republican-controlled House of Representatives. Later today, I'll be on my way to the floor of the House of Representatives to vote against repealing an energy efficiency rule. Because the Republicans in Congress, instead of prioritizing lowering costs for working people, instead of prioritizing lowering costs for small businesses, they want to repeal a rule that actually lowers costs for small businesses by guaranteeing that their commercial refrigerators and walk-in refrigerators are more energy efficient. The House of Representatives is spending time trying to save solid refrigerator doors. They don't want windows in the doors because, God forbid, you can see inside a refrigerator before you enter it if it's a walk-in refrigerator. What the f are we doing here?
What the f are you talking about, man?
Hey guys, real quick, before we go any further, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to let this loop on the screen. Now, the obvious question here is, why is this fella standing out in the woods wearing women's lingerie with lipstick smeared all over his face? Anyway, today's video is being brought to us by none other than Pastor Bob Rogers. Pastor Bob, thank you so much, sir, for sponsoring today's video. I really appreciate the support. And I want to give a big shout out to today's honorable mentions, Pastor Bob Rogers and David Dossaut. You will recognize him in the comments as Wood Pro Dad for each leaving a super thanks on the last video. So, Pastor Bob and David, thank you both so much. I really appreciate it. So once again, today's video sponsor is Pastor Bob Rogers, with the honorable mentions going to Pastor Bob Rogers and David Dossaut. Now, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. All right, I think we've all seen enough of this monstrosity for one day. Get this off the screen, please. Oof.
What a freak.
All right, next up we have this clip of Jeffrey, our old pal Jeffrey, comparing himself to Jesus Christ. Now, some of you get upset in the comments when I play clips of Jeffrey on here. You say I shouldn't be giving him screen time. However, Jeffrey has millions of followers across platforms. He goes out and gives these TED Talk speeches, for crying out loud.
I am non-binary. I use they, them pronouns. And I'm a proud member of the trans community.
Whatever, dude. Whatever.
So don't get it twisted. I'm not giving Jeffrey any screen time that he doesn't already have. I'm just here to expose the insanity of the ideology that he preaches. Roll it.
I am like Jesus. We both preach love your neighbor, love yourself. We both turn the other cheek to hateful people. I do it on the internet. And both of us had people in our lifetimes who called themselves religious, who wanted to destroy us for preaching love. Ironic.
What's that? Say that again?
I am like Jesus.
Man, you are one twisted f***.
And next up we have this young lady who apparently acts like a rabid pit bull if a man tries to talk to her. As I stated earlier in the video, feminism mixed with a little bit of liberalism. The caption says, "When a man talks to me." Roll it.
You one crazy ass bitch!
So every now and again here on the channel, we see these extreme body modifications, or body mods, as the cool kids say, as far as tattoos and piercings and such. And I came across this picture and thought to myself, yeah, that's pretty extreme. The caption says, "I'm becoming reptilian with silicone inserts in my skull, but weekly shop is a problem."
What the f*** is wrong with you?
All right, guys, we are going to be wrapping it up with this clip of Minnesota Governor Tim Walz actually doubling down on the Democratic Party's woke DEI and immigration policies. I guess they never want to win another election again. Anyway, things are clearly getting very crazy out there, guys, so please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time, love you guys. Peace. Roll it.
That our strength is our diversity. We've been talking about this for years as a country of immigrants, and we let them define the issue on immigration. We let them define the issue on DEI, and we let them define what woke is. We got ourselves in this mess because we weren't bold enough to stand up and say, you damn right we're proud of these policies. We're going to put them in, and we're going to execute them. And so...
What did you say? What the f*** did you just say?
And we let them define the issue on immigration. We let them define the issue on DEI, and we let them define what woke is.
You know what woke means? It means you're a loser.
2, 10, 12, 15. Oops, stepping on a... It's black. Anyway.